Cliff Markley will likely spend the rest of his life in prison.
As far as dope related, it was 30 years, and then other stuff, about an additional 33.
He's only 23, but his addiction to methamphetamine started over a decade ago.
About 9 years old when I started snorting it. Started smoking enough full at age 13. Started running it at age 16.
This past month, the Pocahontas County Sheriff's Department has been busy tracking manufacturers like Cliff.
We've had 3 separate labs. We've got filed charges on 2 of them.
Cliff was arrested on May 22nd in Rolfe after a meth lab was discovered in a garage. The same day, 2 of his friends, Randall Knuths and Jerry Schoen, were booked for an active lab inside a house in nearby Pocahontas. Just 2 weeks later, another friend, David Dayton, was arrested in Rolfe when police discovered remnants of a lab in his closet.
They all know each other. They ran around together when they were younger, and one of them told me, well, we're all a family.
For Cliff, his family traditions come with no remorse.
In my head, some of the stuff I actually do, I don't really regret. I don't feel what I do is wrong. I try not to cook around kids. Don't smoke it around children. I got kids of my own and wouldn't want to smoke it around them.
Would you say that meth destroyed your life?
Oh, no, I'd say I destroyed my own. It wasn't because of the drugs. I make my own decisions.
This is a vicious, vicious drug. I've been doing this for 23 years, and this is a drug that's just not going away.
In 2004, when Iowa was officially tagged as the meth capital of the world, lawmakers passed a law to crack down on the sale of pseudoephedrine, a key ingredient in manufacturing meth. The common cold medicine was pulled from shelves and required everyone who purchased it to sign a log sheet. The number of meth labs began to decline until drug makers got clever.
There's been a rise in the meth labs coming back up, I think, because of the pseudoephedrine that you can, we call it smurf, and go from store to store and buy.
Sheriff Robert Lampe wishes the recent string of meth labs in his county were isolated incidents, but they're not.
Here probably in the past 6 months to a year, we've started to see a gradual incline of smaller meth labs here in Iowa.
The people that make meth in Iowa anyway are putting a big push on to make as much as they can before the pseudoephedrine's tracked electronically.
Tracking where producers were buying ingredients proved difficult, but a new law which went into effect July 1st will eventually require places which sell pseudoephedrine to track sales digitally, allowing retailers to communicate sales electronically.
I think it's going to slow down some of our local traffic and probably the traffic between this and Webster County.
Cliff calls the new system wishful thinking.
Too many people get hooked on it. They give it to the next guy. They start giving it to the next guy. They're teaching this person how to cook, the next person.